Hi everyone, it's me. And today I'm going to be giving a summary of the movie Silenced. This is for a school project, so let's get started. The film opens with a wide shot of an opulent mansion set in the hills overlooking the city. Inside, we see 18-year-old Naomi Watts celebrating her birthday with her friends. Her father, played by Christian Bale, gives a toast to his daughter and she blows out the candles on her cake. Her mother, played by Robin Wright, watches them from a distance, looking sad. The next day, Naomi wakes up and goes to the kitchen to make herself some breakfast. She finds her father there and they have a conversation about him going away on business. He tells her that he won't be back for a few days and that her mother and sister will be joining him when he returns. As he leaves, Naomi looks out the window and sees a woman walking towards their house. The woman knocks on the door and Naomi goes to answer it. The woman introduces herself as a friend of her mother's and asks if she can come in. Naomi hesitates but eventually lets her in. Meanwhile, her mother and sister are traveling in a car. They're on their way to Naomi's father's mansion, but they're lost and have to pull over to ask for directions. A man at a gas station points them in the right direction and they drive off. However, this turns out to be a mistake because they end up at the wrong mansion. Back at the right house, Naomi is showing the mysterious woman around. She takes her on a tour of the mansion, showing her the art alone. She's worth millions. She must have known her father was rich, but she had no idea he was this rich. The woman then asks to use the bathroom, and Naomi shows her where it is. Suddenly, Naomi hears a scream from inside the bathroom. She runs to the door and pounds on it, but there's no response. Concerned, she calls out for help and a mysterious man appears. Together, they open the door and find a woman slumped over in the bathtub, dead. A police investigation reveals that the woman died from a drug overdose. Before her death, she worked as an escort and had many high-profile clients. This includes Naomi's father, who is now brought in for questioning. At first, he seems concerned for Naomi, but when he learns that she saw the woman's body, he immediately tries to bribe her into silence. She refuses though, and he ends up leaving without answering any questions. Naomi starts to notice strange things happening around the house. She finds threatening letters hidden in her room and experiences strange occurrences like pictures falling off the walls. She becomes convinced that her father killed the woman and is trying to silence her. To protect herself, she hides the letters and prepares for her father's return. When he arrives home, he's accompanied by her mother and sister. Naomi confronts her father, accusing him of murder, but he simply dismisses her concerns. Over time, Naomi grows closer to her mother and they develop a strong bond. One day, while going through her late mother's belongings, Naomi finds a hidden diary. In it, her mother reveals that she had an affair with one of her father's business associates, which resulted in Naomi's conception. She kept the diary hidden all this time because she was afraid her father would find out. Naomi confronts her father again, using the diary as evidence of his involvement. However, he denies everything. As the situation escalates, Naomi decides to run away from home. She takes her mother's diary with her and goes to the police. There, she tells them everything her father did, hoping they'll believe her. However, they don't and she's forced to flee. Now homeless Naomi seeks refuge at a youth shelter. Meanwhile, her father hires a private investigator to follow her. One day, the investigator finds Naomi at the library and brings her back home. Despite being reunited with her family, she remains suspicious of her father. She continues to search for clues to prove his guilt and eventually finds a hidden safe. Inside, she discovers incriminating documents that expose her father's illegal activities. With this evidence, she goes to the police and this time they take her seriously. Her father is arrested and sent to prison. In the end, Naomi chooses to move in with her mother instead of staying at her father's mansion. She realizes that family isn't just about blood relations, but also about love and support. And she found that with her mother. And that's the end of the movie. Thank you for watching my summary.